Okay, Winfred is asking, how many times did setback come to you? I lost the count on how many times I had setbacks. I had several setbacks. Of course, with anxiety, you can't count. You can't count the number of setbacks they're gonna have when you are busy living your life. I mean, yeah, I'm busy living my life. So what business do I have in counting the number of setbacks that I had? I had countless setbacks. You know, once you start living, you don't care about setbacks. And for those who don't understand setback, a setback is the moment when you have been feeling good for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, then all of a sudden, boom, your symptoms come back with so much intensity. They come back, you feel like you're back to square one, but really you're not back to square one. You feel like, you know, you can't do this anymore. You just feel like, okay, you are new to recovery, you're new to practicing acceptance. Those days that you feel like, you know, the anxiety symptoms are back with full force. And that is when most of you tend to, you doubt acceptance. Okay, is it really working? You know, I was feeling good for all this time, then all of a sudden I feel like, you know, I'm back to square one. I feel like really bad, like the symptoms, I have them with so much intensity. Setbacks do not mean you're back to square one. Actually, setback is like an exam. You know, your brain still wants to see, okay, is she still afraid of the dizziness? Is she still afraid of the heart palpitations? Is she still afraid of the shaking? So it sends you this so much adrenaline, so much cortisol, just to make sure that you are still not reacting in panic, to make sure that there is no threat, you're not reacting in fear. That's the purpose of setbacks. And let me tell you something, even people who are recovered, even people who have never dealt with anxiety, they have good days and bad days. And does it mean that when they have bad days, now they start, okay, now my life, I feel like my life is crumbling, they start to vent? No, it's just a bad day. It's just that I don't like this day. The same as setbacks with anxiety. Some days you feel really good, some days you feel like, you know what, this is I can't do this anymore. And that doesn't mean now you start, you know, you start figuring out, you start adding second fears. Okay, what have I been doing wrong? You know, all those kind of things. It's literally just a setback. Just the way I'm saying it, it's just a setback. You know, those times that you feel like, you know, you so much anxiety symptoms after feeling good for a couple of days, weeks, or months. So if you have setbacks, do not despair. You deal with them the way you deal with other anxiety symptoms. You accept. As long as you know how anxiety works, as long as you know about acceptance, then you'll be able to just deal with setbacks the same way. They are not different.